Convertibles and spectacular coastline like this go together like a good book and a warm fire. Perhaps that's why BMW chose South Africa's Cape coastline to launch the new BMW 6 Series. Now, the old 6 Series copped a bit of flack for not being the most attractive bit of metal, but this thing certainly looks the part. And inside, there are enough gadgets to make James Bond ditch his Aston Martin. Let's have a closer look. Now, the cabin of the 6 Series is a really nice mix of classy leather finishes and functionality. It's got this massive 10-inch screen for the navigation, and it's got an anti-glare feature, which means you can read it whether the top is up or down. One of the other things I really love about this car is the head-up display. You feel like you're a jet fighter pilot, and the best thing about it is it keeps your eyes on the road. When you're driving this car, you really feel cocooned. All the instruments are pointing in towards you, the seats grip you tight as you go through corners. It's just a really lovely place to be if you're the driver. If you're the rear seat passenger, it's a bit of a different story. There's very little leg room, and if you're a tall bloke, you're going to be hitting your head on the roof most of the time. This car is fitted with BMW's adaptive suspension system, and what that means is you can actually pick a comfort setting with softer sprung suspension, which is ideal for soaking up bumps when you're driving around town and hitting all those potholes. Of course, when you come out here on the open road, you hit the sport button and this thing hangs on for dear life. Now, ultimately, there's no disguising the bulk of this car. I mean, it's almost 5 metres long and it weighs almost 2 tonnes. So when you come to the twisty stuff, it struggles a little bit. Having said that, when the road opens up a bit, it really comes into its own. It's got tenacious grip, and it also feels really balanced and composed through the corners. Perhaps the most impressive thing about this new 6 Series is the new turbo V8 engine. It's quiet and refined and relaxed at cruising speeds, but when you ask something of it and put that accelerator down, boy does it go. Now, ultimately, convertibles are all about having the roof off, and with the roof off, this BMW feels pretty good. There's not a lot of buffeting in the cabin, but of course you can hear that wonderful V8 engine. Now, a lot of convertibles can be a bit jittery on rougher surfaces because they don't have the body strength of a normal car with a solid roof. But the BMW is 50% stiffer than the previous model, and it actually feels pretty composed. Now, the 6 Series may not have the emotional appeal of a Jaguar or a Maserati, but on the open road it's more than a match for both of them. It's beautifully appointed inside, it's got all the gadgets, that V8 engine is a cracker, and when you point it at a winding coastal road, well, it's heaven on 4 wheels.